Okay, hi everybody. We're working through the diploma prep material. We're on the chapter on exponents and logarithms. With this question right here, our goal is to combine all of these logarithms into a single logarithm. Now, I'm a firm believer that this should be done in as few steps as possible, and it turns out I can actually do this in one step. Okay? Now, the trick to this, and I know that sometimes we will do this, or we teach you to do this a little bit slower, but in this case right here, this is kind of like ripping off a Band-Aid. I think we just got to get a rule in our heads and just do it. Okay? Think of it like this. This log base 5 of 10, because there's no negative sign up front, we assume that there is a positive sign up front. So now, what I want to do with this is I want to combine these into a single logarithm, but following this rule here. If there's a positive sign in front of the logarithm, then its argument ends up in the numerator. So this will become 10 times 75. So, okay, we're multiplying those together to get them into the numerator here. If there are negative signs in front of the logarithms, then those two are going to get multiplied together in the denominator. Okay? Now, I know that for some people that's a little confusing because you're thinking, well, wait a minute, you're multiplying them here, but does subtraction mean division? Okay, another way of looking at this, if you will, is, and you could introduce another step here. I could have factored out a negative and made that the log of base 5 of 2 plus the log base 5 of 3. And then I would have multiplied those, put the two logs together through multiplication, so it becomes the log base 5 of 2 times 3, and then I divide by that. It doesn't really matter. You're still going to get a situation where you're putting the 2 and the 3 together in the denominator, okay? So now, we're just going to finish this question off here. Let's just take a look at this. The 10 divided by the 2 leaves us with a 5 in the numerator here. 75 divided by the 3 gets us 25 in the denominator. 5 times 25 is 125. And the log base 5 of 125 is 3. Okay? But what I want you to see here is that if there's positive signs in front, those terms end up in the numerator. If there's negative signs in front, those terms end up multiplied together in the denominator.